Italy have somehow failed to qualify for the 2026 World Cup. Even nations like Poland, Nigeria, Denmark have all missed out. And that means so many great players are gonna have to watch the World Cup from their couch. But today, I'm giving all these great players a chance at redemption. We're building a squad of players that didn't qualify for the 2026 World Cup, and we're gonna be giving them an entry into the World Cup to see if together they can win. Now let's start with the best goalkeeper that will not be at the World Cup 2026. We've got a few options here like Gulaxi, the Hungarian goalkeeper, failed to qualify. Same can be said for Szczesny. Okay, there's Andre Onana as well. He didn't qualify with Cameroon, but I'd rather not have him in the team. Jan Oblak though, one of the best goalkeepers La Liga has ever seen, but yet with Slovenia it was already a big task to qualify and he couldn't do it. But the biggest shock, of course, is the Italian goalkeeper Gianluigi Donnarumma. Can you believe a treble-winning goalkeeper, someone who now plays for Man City as well, but is yet to play a single game at the World Cup? That's right, boys, because Italy didn't qualify for 2018, they failed in 2022, and even 2026, Donnarumma is going to be watching the tournament from his couch. And that is why he's going to be our goalkeeper pick, 95 rated. Trust me, boys, the amount of world-class players in this team is going to shock you. And it might also not be a good thing for me, because in the World Cup sim, from every round we're away from actually winning the World Cup, we're going to have to discard a player from this team. So let's say we get knocked out in the group stages somehow. We'll have to wipe out this team with 6 discards. But hey, good thing we've had a good start with Donnarumma. I don't think we're getting knocked out in the group stages. We're now moving on to the right-back spot, where you might be thinking, I should just pick Di Lorenzo and basically just build the Italian national team here. Well, we're not allowed to do that. We're only allowed a maximum of 3 players per country, because otherwise, yep, you're right. This team will basically just become Italy. Now, unfortunately, we don't really have that many great options in right back. There's, of course, Connor Bradley from Northern Ireland who we could go with. I like John Aramburu as well, a really talented right back, but the man from Venezuela is super low rated. I mean, I guess it makes sense to go with Di Lorenzo because he's the captain of Italy, but a failed captain as he couldn't lead his team. Okay, guys, I don't like the fact that our first 2 players are Italian, because now we've got a slot left for just 1 more Italian player. And in the left back spot, again, the best option we've got is Italian, Calafiori. There's even Di Marco. How could I forget him? Bro, the more I think about it, how on earth did Italy fail to qualify with this team? Thankfully, though, for the left-back position, I think we're sorted, because we can pick Milos Kerkez from Hungary. And actually, we've got a bit of a Liverpool-Man United rivalry here, because we could go with Dorgu instead. Denmark also failed to qualify. I guess I'll go with Kerkez for the starting 11, and Dorgu can be on the bench, because that's right, if we're going to do a World Cup sim with this team, we're going to need a bench. In that case, I guess it also makes sense to put Oblak on the bench. Off we go now to pick our centre-backs, but I think everybody knows who we're picking for the left centre-back spot. But for the right centre-back spot, there is a bit of a fight. We could go for the man from Serbia, Milenkovic, plays for Nottingham Forest. Incredible defender. But yeah, Serbia were awful in this qualification run. Didn't even qualify for the playoffs. We could also go for the Ukrainian centre-back Zabarny from PSG. Also, we're yet to pick an African player, and that's why I'm liking Edmund Tapsoba from Bayer Leverkusen. Burkina Faso just about missed out qualifying. And he's got a good card, man. 86 rated, we're going to put him in. And Milenkovic is going to be a solid option on the bench. But now for the second centre-back, I'm sure you guys all guessed it right. Alessandro Bastoni. One of the most talented centre-backs in the world of football right now. Yet he's the reason Italy are not going to the World Cup. It was his crazy moment of madness getting sent off that cost Italy. And from hero, the man has gone to zero. I mean, honestly, I can't help but feel bad for him. But hey, we're giving him a chance at redemption here with this team. And by the way, we've now used up our slot for 3 Italian players. That means no Tonali, Fratesi, Chiesa, any of those players. We're going to have to find other world-class players, and to be honest, I don't think it's gonna be that difficult, because we're starting off with an absolute beast from Cameroon, Carlos Baleba. I'm actually surprised that a nation like Cameroon didn't qualify, especially looking at the nations that did qualify. If you compare the quality that Cameroon have, it's crazy. Maybe it's the federation that's to blame, but yes, a player like Baleba who's linked to Man United for 100 million fee, someone with that much quality not going to the World Cup is kind of crazy. Now, there is one positive thing for Baleba. Look at that. EA have given him a future stars card, which means he's got a lot of time ahead of him. I'm sure he can lead the next generation of Cameroon to possibly a World Cup. Then he won't have to get into a team like this, but for now, he looks like one of our best players. Now for our right sentiment position, looks like we're picking our second Danish player and their captain, Pierre-Emile Højbjerg. The man who formerly played for Spurs now plays for Marseille. He also leads a really good Denmark team, and it surprised me a lot that they didn't qualify. Okay, someone please explain to me why this 85 rated Højbjerg costs 280,000 coins. What an absolute waste. Bro, imagine I get knocked out in the World Cup sim and have to discard Højbjerg. That'll be like $300 wasted. But okay, it would probably hurt a lot more if we're forced to discard the man I'm going to be putting in that cam position, Dominik Szoboszlai. The man was literally in tears when Hungary failed to qualify for the World Cup. He did everything he could, crazy free kicks, incredible in midfield, but that's just how difficult it is to just be at the World Cup. Szoboszlai is going to have to wait another 4 years, but we will give him a shot at redemption. He goes straight into our team, and that is our midfield complete. By the way, for bench options, I'm putting in Christian Eriksen. Ooh, just clocked that. That would be our third Danish player, so I guess no more players from Denmark going in. Also, we're adding Milinkovic-Savic. That would be our second Serbian player. That's perfectly fine. But now we've got just the attack left, and then I'm actually really interested about the World Cup sim, because we don't have any superstars so far in this team, but every position seems super balanced. And how would that fare in a World Cup? I'm curious. If you're excited to find out what happens, drop a like and subscribe to the channel. But time to pick our attack. For the right wing spot, looks like we are going to be picking a teammate of Carlos Baleba, the man who previously was leading Brentford and now is playing for Manchester United, Bryan Mbeumo. I mean, he's such a lethal goal-scoring winger. And finally, for Man United, he's hitting good form. But for Cameroon, things just didn't work out. Mbeumo, along with Baleba, are both going to be watching the World Cup from their couch. But hey, at least that gives us a winger like Mbeumo to lead our attack. Now, we do have another African that's failed to qualify for the World Cup, Ademola Lookman. Again, since he's joined Atletico, he's been in such incredible form, and I still don't get how Nigeria, with the players they have, failed to qualify. In fact, we're going to be adding another Nigerian to our bench, Victor Osimhen. You might be now thinking, how on earth is Osimhen only on the bench? He's an incredible striker. He should be starting. Well, that's because one of the greatest strikers of this last generation, Robert Lewandowski, is missing the World Cup. It's kind of sad, bro. Poland failed to qualify. This would effectively be Lewandowski's last chance to play at the world stage. But nope, he didn't get that one final chance. But hey, at least previously he's got to play at the World Cup. He's got to score at this competition. With Poland, he was never expected to win it. But to just not even be there, I'm sure it really hurts Lewandowski. Wait a minute, he's got a 92 rated card with 99 shooting. Of course we'll buy him up. Actually, now I'm a bit worried, because if the World Cup sim doesn't go well, he might be in contention to get discarded and I might lose a lot of coins. To be honest though, I think we're going to be fine in the World Cup sim, because guess who we've got in the left wing position? One of the best wingers in football right now, Kvicha Kvaratskhelia. Honestly, none of us can be surprised that he's not going to be playing at the World Cup. He plays for a tiny nation in Georgia. He is by far their best player, and for Georgia to even qualify would be a big deal. This time, of course, he couldn't pull it off, but Kvicha is young. I'm sure he'll get more chances to do so. But now we're putting the PSG man as the leader of our attack, and that is the squad complete. The best players to not be at the 2026 World Cup. I want you guys to let me know if I've missed any world-class players, but for now, we're putting this squad to test. A World Cup sim. And alright boys, I didn't qualify 11. They are now at the World Cup with Italy. I've made all of them Italian. And okay, this is our group. We've got Switzerland, Qatar, and Canada. I think we should be able to top this group. Now, the way this works is that we're going to be starting on 6 discards, basically. But as long as we get out of the group, it's going to go down to 5. And to be honest, I think the Italy team we've got, and wow. How do we draw 0-0 to Canada with the team we've got? Bro, if this World Cup Couch FC doesn't get out of the group, they probably deserve to watch the World Cup from home. I'm gonna make a few changes, I guess. Milinkovic-Savic as a starter over Højbjerg. That's all that I can think of, to be honest. Okay, surely against Qatar, we can get the win. Just one win in the group stage and we're through. And there you go. Mbeumo scoring. Milos Kerkez and Szoboszlai, the Hungarian duo, coming through. Switzerland will be a good test, but I'm not too worried because we're already through and we actually destroyed them. This is good. And there you go, boys. Stop the group and we're down to 5 discards. And I think we're about to make that 4 soon because we've got Cape Verde in the round of 32. There is no way Cape Verde knock us out, man. Not a chance. And oh my days. I guess we got really lucky, boys, but we are through to the round of 16. Down to 4 discards. Honestly, we've just had a Mickey Mouse run so far in this World Cup. We're facing South Korea. Look at some of the teams we've avoided, man. Germany, Spain, Argentina, France. We gotta make the most of it. Make it to the quarterfinals. And that's what I'm talking. Ooh, Szoboszlai getting sent off is not good though. But nah, bro. This might be the craziest run I think we've had in the World Cup. How are we facing Scotland, man? Even though we're missing Szoboszlai, I feel like Lookman can come in and do the job. Besides that, it's freaking Scotland, man. There's no way we're getting knocked out. And there you go. 4-0. Italy are through to the World Cup semi-finals. Which, by the way, now means we're down to just 2 discards. I want to try and go all the way and not have to discard any of my players. Oh, but yikes. We're gonna have a proper battle, aren't we? Italy versus Spain. The easy games are now over. Argentina, Portugal, by the way, on the other side. Okay, good thing Szoboszlai is back for this. I'm nervous, man. I don't know what's gonna happen against Spain. If we win, though, we're gonna be down to 1 discard and the World Cup final. Oh, come on. Freaking Ferran Torres, man. To be brutally honest, I feel like this didn't qualify 11. This was like their limit. We're not competing against the likes of Lamine Yamal, bro. Alright guys, it's time for the moment of pain. I'm putting this entire team on this wheel and I'm gonna have to discard a couple of players. I'm hoping it's gonna be some of the bench ones. That would be really nice. Okay, it is a bench player, but it's Christian Eriksen. Bro, he was worth like 85,000 coins. And he's literally so rare. Extinct. I feel bad that I'm discarding a player that's so freaking rare, but gone. Second spin, and I'm just hoping it's not Kvicha or Lewandowski. These guys anyway won't be at the World Cup. Don't want to be inflicting more pain. Ooh, and looks like it is gonna be Di Lorenzo. I'm glad it's not Baleba. Well, goodbye, Di Lorenzo. Enjoy the World Cup from your couch. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, watch me build a team with players who never won the World Cup. Click here.